Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm Brittany Wright. Most of you know me as DJ Miss Brit, and I've been DJing for 8 years now. So my journey into DJing was a very happy accident. I used to work in radio at a small community radio station that didn't have a ton of money, and their equipment was very outdated. And so it would take me forever to make my mixes, and the songs still weren't quite blending the way that I wanted them to. And so on my 25th birthday, I was gifted some turntables and decided I was really gonna lean in, just for the simple fact that I wanted to make really good mixes for radio. I had no intention of taking my turntables out into community and doing events or anything like that. However, one day a friend of mine called me and said that her DJ canceled on her the day of her wedding. Shout out to Shavonda. I ended up being her DJ, and that ended up being my first event, and the rest is history. What I love most about DJing is that I get to bring people together and experience and be a part of their joy through music. I am a music nerd, and so I love being able to study music and think about key signatures and BPMs, samples, music production, and the way songs can tell a story and come together and help invoke emotion for the audience or the crowd that we're playing for. And so I love being able to be a conduit of joy for other people, and it's a really fun job. All right, so my go-to songs for events kind of depends on the venue that I'm playing in, but there are some artists that are a little more universal. Beyonce, Drake, they kind of play well in a variety of venues, or they kind of cross over into different genres. And so I also love to play a lot of artists that are based out of the Twin Cities. So Jameer, Illism, Ashley DeVos, B. Croc, The Lioness, to name a few. A lot of these artists that are coming out of the Twin Cities don't just make good music because it's from here or because I happen to know them in community, but they have music that is commercially viable and that also transcends multiple genres. And so whether I'm playing in a club or a stadium or a community event, those are the artists that I go to a lot to help fill out my playlist.
Make it funky, funky, funky.
Yeah, my career highlights and accomplishments, I'd say one of my biggest highlights was being able to be one of the official DJs for the Super Bowl back in 2018 when it was based here in Minneapolis. I wasn't playing during the big game, but there's this thing called Super Bowl Live, which was a 10-day event that happened leading up to the big game. And so I was one of those official DJs and got to work with a lot of players from the NFL and corporate sponsorships to do these really cool events that were just promoting tourism within the Twin Cities, promoting the big game, and that was definitely a career highlight of mine. I used that check to pay for my tuition at an Ivy League school, so shout out to them. I'd also say working with celebrities like Manny Fresh and a lot of local elected officials as well. The governor and lieutenant governor had me not only for election night, but for their inaugural ball in a big stadium. Mayor Carter had me for several events, the St. Paul City Council when they were sworn in. Pretty much, I have a very diverse clientele, and I feel lucky whenever someone wants me to have me come play music in their space. So I'm thankful. Something that people don't know about me is that outside of being a DJ, I am also a doula. A doula is a birth companion, someone who can provide prenatal, postpartum, as well as labor and delivery support for birthing families. And so sometimes my DJ world crosses over into my doula world because in labor and delivery, music can help in supporting the birthing process, especially if the birthing parent has a connection to music or just needs something to focus on other than contractions and birthing pain. And so I love being able to play music for people in stadiums and in clubs, but also in labor and delivery. All right, y'all, it's DJ Miss Brit. That's a wrap. I'm going to get some food. I hope you've enjoyed this interview. I'll see you later. Peace.